Hey everyone, this is A Gameplay and welcome back to Death and Taxes. So I'm just gonna check what this is.
Yes, you did it, Reaper. You have achieved. Your grandeur grows with every passing moment. Soon we'll be but mere motes beside your blazing glory.
What are you rambling about? Bask in my splendor, oh mirror. What are you rambling about?
Nothing.
Your
I
Majesty?
wouldn't dare say a thing. Your Majesty. Carry forth your deed of darkness, Reaper. But stop before it's too late. Already getting a bit late as we speak. The dusk nears.
So she was saying that I was trash all along and now all of a sudden I'm the Grand Reaper? A new day. Not there, yeah. If only it would go in the dryer by itself. Okay. Nothing. I don't know if this is a bug. If they're supposed to have something or not. Morning, Grim. You passed the performance review as expected, but let us not dwell on the past. A massive cold front has fallen upon the humans, worse in a while. It does not bode well for the city, but does mean a lot of work for us. Quota for the day, a total of 6 humans have to die. At least 3 unemployed people have to die. 1 person aged 60 or older has to die. Okay. So who is unemployed? You. Does that count as being unemployed? Copywriter. Peyton is a trained writer, but has always struggled to find work. When they aren't trying to find a job, they enjoy writing rap lyrics about street life. But I think... yeah, it says unemployed, so you're gonna... nope. Die? Shannon is a squatter and dumpster diver who likes to renovate old buildings in order to live in them with friends. They travel a lot by train and manage a community garden. Oh, and this is gonna do my 60 or older. Life has been very rough on old and Atty. As a youth, they got grievously maimed at sawmill they were working at, losing proper use of their left arm. Afterward, they drifted around the globe for many years, finally settling on the street of Cosmopolis City. So it was hard to read this one. So 3 of them are dead. I have to do 3 more. Student. Michael's run an influencer account wherein it looks as if their cat is doing book reviews. Lately, they have been thinking about getting another cat, perhaps one that reviews articles. Michael is quite happy with not having a significant other at the moment. Okay. Professor. Lucian has been teaching undergrad for nearly 30 years now. They are well known for their welcoming demeanor, yet whisper travel about shady and inappropriate deeds with students. So normally I would kill you, but I'm not sure about the 1% age 60 or older has to die. If I kill you, I may not do this one. Because the rest are at least, so I can go with more than that. But this clearly says 1 and I already have my 70. Oh. I'll see the other ones first. Bodyguard. Thornton loves buddies. That's why they become a bodyguards. They want nothing else in life but to protect buddies from harms. Frankly, it's a pretty honorable vocation. They recently became a guard for a very famous celebrity. When not at work, Thornton enjoys a lot of exercising. You love buddies? That's a weird thing to say. Cultist. So is it the same cult? Nara is a loyal member of a group who devoted themselves to a forest spirit, so this is not the same one. They believe that both the spirit and the tree are from the future. As the mighty stout oak seems to be a lot older than the rest of the forest, Nera enjoys nature but isn't that keen on the ritualistic branch whipping, which seem to be oddly important to their leader. And 59 pharmacist. Roy's job is to recommend which over-the-counter medicine people should take. After getting some extra money from several herbal supplement producers, they now exclusively suggest that real drug contains chemical element and natural supplements are the best. Yes and no, I'm not sure about that. So the cultist is going to die for sure. But you, I'm sorry, but I'm pretty sure I have to let you live. So, okay, yeah, I know I didn't want to, no, I know. I just want to be sure how much, so 4. So I need 2 more. Just because he says buddies, I don't really like the way of saying things, that way of saying things. And in this game, how they say things is normally how it's gonna end. So I'm pretty sure if I don't kill him, there's gonna be something like, oh, he's a murderer or something like that. He keeps bodies in his basement or... Did I do good? Should have had.
Good evening, Grim. I hope you are doing well. I forgot to ask you yesterday, how did it feel going through almost a whole week on your own?
Basic one day follows another. I'm not sure how much more of this I can handle. I saw a lot of pain and suffering. It was sad. So there's nothing positive that I can say. Yeah, I'm gonna say that.
The anguish of existence. Well, let us quickly go over the usual administrative matters. The papers. I see you have marked the appropriate number of profiles. Yay!
Yay!
Honestly, this corporate mandate is growing a bit tiresome. Oh well, what must be done?
Must be done.
Speaking of, yesterday marked a significant moment in your career. Are you content with your evaluation?
Well, I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure about the whole rebellion thing you spoke of.
Oh, the fancy of my imagination. Take it as a metaphor. This reminds me, have you any questions? It has been a while since we had a personable dialogue.
I'm still a bit unclear on the origin of the rules.
What
do you
mean?
pick what's supposed to happen and thus make it happen? Am I the one who actually pick and makes things happen? No, I'm gonna say that.
Oh, nothing of the sort. The world, and the people therein, create the situations themselves without our interference.
Yeah.
Our data mongers assemble, collate, and examine wide swathes of data, and calculate the parameters for the necessary equilibrium. We do not directly cause deaths, although our choices can modify the structure slightly.
How can that be? If I mark profiles, don't these decisions affect other people?
In a sense. But this is certainly not a one-to-one sequence of causal links. You should consider time works a bit differently in here.
Okay. So how long is a day
else?
anyway?
The complexity of time. Imagine that it is not a fixed and stable entity. I am sure you did not think only 15 days have passed since your arrival. Considering the frequency and magnitude of events in your moderately sized region,
How does it work then?
time is an inconsistent flux. While you rest, days, weeks, months may pass at different intervals.
Okay.
Profiles from diverse moments appear on the same day, interlaced, within a rhizome of time and space stretching beyond mere 4 dimensions. That is why causal links are difficult to establish, and the equilibrium is of unfathomable complexity.
I'm not sure that I understood anything that he said there. What's my history? Was I someone?
You are a death spawn.
Yeah.
I crafted you out of different materials.
Where did my parts came from?
The store. And places.
And places?
Anything else?
I don't see the point in that. Not really, I'd rather get back to work.
Until tomorrow, Grim.
So I'm really wondering if he wants me to not follow the rule as I've been doing. But at the start, if I wasn't following them, he was reprimanding me. What am I supposed to do? Unforeseen wave of cold claims the life of a number of homeless. The death of these people was completely unavoidable if the greedy realtor and corrupt politician had any damn sense. College professor served for court amidst rapidly emerging abuse accusation. Herbal supplement industry booming, people somehow even more sick than before. So I should have killed them. Strange ritualistic forest murder have stumped the police. Okay. Look here, Grim, how about we try some new methods of maintaining equilibrium? I have great faith in these techniques of a more structural nature. Quota for the day, a total of 2 humans have to die. So I'm back to 4. The humans on the opposite end of the profile bundle have to die. Oh, okay, that's random. So I would have to kill this one and this one. Is it? Yeah. Florence is one of the central... So this is just random. Florence is one of the central organizers behind canvassing for the re-election of popular politician Baron Sayander. When not engaged in political campaigning, Florence enjoys long bike rides and tending to their small garden. Retired. KG made a fortune with their protein bar factory, allowing them to retire early. They decided to use their hard-earned fortune on helping the community supplying the impoverished region. I don't want to kill you. And helping them become self-sufficient. Didn't I save this guy before? And who are those? Citra takes all the shift at the coffee shop they're physically able to take, so they could afford to buy deluxe cat food for their 5 cats. It's hard to remove all that cat fur before coming to work, but so far it seems they haven't given any customer allergic reaction. Marek is getting old, but they've had a big hand in the keeping the city council stable. Although a little too resistant to change, they know how to keep people at peace and resist the influence of political fringe group. So I really don't want to kill you. I wouldn't have mind for those. He does want me to be a little bit more rebellious. So live, die, I don't know, die, live. So is that what you wanted?
Grim, my fellow colleague, I have been deliberating a matter. Perhaps you can be of assistance. Should I
don't
become
think so.
a writer? I could write many compelling works of fiction. I am an antique after all. I have much experience.
Not really my place to say. Why not? And can't be any worse than some of the writers out there. Yeah, that's true.
Cannot be worse.
Oh, human just publish all sort of junks. You know, I tried this computer game where you talk to your boss a lot.
Game writing? Come now. I hardly think that counts as a real art form. I shall continue my contemplation, but for now, it is time for daily feedback. All the files are in order. Excellent work. You are a testament to meticulousness.
I love how they break the third wall there.
Well, off you go now. I must return to my deliberations.
So I get no feedback at all. And I still get... Oh, okay. I'll just check this out.
Ahoy! A pleasure to see ye again.
The interval illuminator reveal that which is most deeply hidden. Once you've already made the choices and are passing through again, else it can't work, can't show any... I'll try.
The base the marble plate of yore. The arms melted from the cannons of a galleon. A socket, a shell of a ferocious sea monster. The shade made from the skull of the beast of Hogward. The coil bent from the thorns of a rose bush in Guyana. I, me drinking buddy, a master electrosmith, built this illuminator. He also loved to spark me drink and laugh gleefully when me whole jaw sizzled. Pranked him right back by knocking his teeth out.
So I'm pretty sure that it won't show me what I already done in the demo. So it may not do anything at all. Read me. A fresh ID. I hope you're still well motivated from our performance discussion. We are trying out another new structural method. You will be required to demonstrate utmost precision. So now I have to follow it? All humans in the bottom row have to die, so this is still random. And this is new. What? Citizens of Ayari getting healthier and happier due to increased potato consumption, so I did great by saving him. Bull herders come to power after mayor's death. Okay. Geography school curriculum to be changed, the new mayor says. Attack of the deadly pastry. Coffee shop patron goes into anaphylactic shock after ingesting cat hair with cake. Oh, how was I supposed to know that? Young campaigner shot during a rally by a member of reactionary group. Baron Sayander mourns loss of longtime supporter. Promise to help out the family during these dark times. Cozy Bohemian Waffle House gaining popularity. Go check it out. So there's no quota for today really. There's no like 3, 4, 5, but those I have to die. So what does this mean? It's all the same thing. What? Anderson has saved countless of businesses from going completely bankrupt, yet the only business they can't seem to save at all for some unfathomable reason is their spouse's DVD CD rental shop. It's just steer into failure all the time. So those are the ones that I have to save. So I'll see who am I supposed to kill first. Valet. Gabrielle is very dignified. They work as a valet in a mansion and are admired by all the other workers, as they make no movement which could be construed as redundant once they were the suspect of a gruesome murder, even though it would be impossible for them to be the murderer. Okay, so you're not really doing much. Intern. Archibald thought their dream had come true after they landed an internship on a major publishing company. Turns out they dislike both their job and their sometimes mean, sometimes indifferent boss. They know, so this I already seen in the demo, but I'm pretty sure it won't change anything. Yeah. Pretty sure it's the same symbol on everything. Frustrated with the bland condiment selection at the local grocery store, Sanyu opened a shop to sell specialty cooking ingredients. Now people can cook dishes originating from all around the globe. So this is kind of good. Can I? Okay. Christopher opened a Waffle House in the middle of the Cacti Valley to have a reason to claim a legal income, but avoids customers. When a hiker finds the place, which sometimes happens, Christopher starts sweating profusely and attempts to cook with 10 years old ingredients. That's not good, and you're a money launderer. Ron went on a backpacking trip around the world to discover themselves. After a year of being broke, homeless, and unhappy, they found themselves back at home, where they decided to take up some nice and quiet sheep herding. Luigi is a revolutionary, a radical and avant-garde hero of the people, the ultimate underdog vanguard of change, beloved by all. They love cruising around in their forklift at high speed, which, considering the forklift, is not very fast. So you can live. You can live. I really don't want you to live though. Yeah, I'm gonna be a rebel, like he asked me to. Yeah, I know. So which means I could save her, and there will be the same amount of people to die. And then those two would need to die, and this one should live. I don't know about that. Is that good?
Deathspawn, I have been ruminating on the humans. They vex me. Why do they exist? Their presence still seems unnecessary. Would it all not be simpler without
We
them?
need them. If they're not there, we don't have a job anymore.
A system of mutual dependence. Yet we have some hold on the steer.
Yeah, immortality for humans isn't great. We are already overpopulating the Earth. If everyone would live forever, it would be a clusterfuck. So this is all like, I don't care, I don't mind. I'm still gonna ask that.
To put us right out of business, and you out of existence? Would you really trade yourself for them? What a time it would be for us all. A peaceful time. Ah, never mind my ramblings. I acknowledge your patience and loyalty.
I do have thoughts on loyalty.
I am all ears, Grim.
Don't you think this flows to one way?
Such is the nature of
Hardly,
life.
you're just arrogant. No, not a good thing to say. Always demanding, never giving back. I don't want to say he's arrogant though, and he's my boss. No, I guess never mind then.
Well, I appreciated the discourse. Good night.
Wait, I didn't even get my daily review.
Oh, right. Slipped my mind. Well, if it is that important,
Yeah,
it seems you marked the proper amount of profiles.
great.
Well done, and all that. Now depart. I have things to contemplate.
So he is in an existential crisis, I think. You want to try new thing, even though he said before that it wasn't his place to. Let's go to bed. So she isn't talking to me anymore.
Hey
Oh.
there. What you up to, killer?
What now?
The suffering. How many lives have you taken? Do you even count?
I haven't taken any.
Starting to look a bit grim, ain't it? I guess that's already in the name.
I'm giving some people some more chances at life. I'm not hurting anyone personally.
Of course not. You're pure and clean. It's not as if life and death are directly in your control.
Well, if I wasn't there, they would all be dead, so...
No wonder fate picked you for the crafting pot.
Okay. So if I go back, does she talk to me again? No. So I'll try this out every day since it didn't pop the bubble. Consultant driven to a mental breakdown after not being able to save a local DVD-CD rental shop. Valet found gruesomely murdered, an ironic literary twist on the trope, remarks the detective on the case. Tidings, Grim. Life shouldn't be too predictable. Do you not agree? We could use a little bit of alteration and alternation every so often, and I have developed just the thing for it. Every other profile has to die. Every other profile? Other? Every other? So I'm just gonna pick and choose. Professional athlete, Raven is enjoying a moderately successful career as a deadlifter. They have a brother, Ronald, and a child, Mira. In their spare time, they like going hiking and camping. Mira is constantly inspired by Raven's determination and wishes to continue in their footsteps. You can live. Corrupt CEO. Albert is an incredible human being, as in never in all history has there been anyone who has destroyed so many humane and social systems with such nihilism and greed. They will stop at nothing in their quest to squeeze out any short-term profit. You're gonna die for sure. Journalists. More often than not, Gunter finds themselves in dangerous situations due to their curious nature and profession. They haven't had a chance to build a family because of their risky life choices, but hope to settle down eventually. At the moment, they're undercover working for a minor drug lord, trying to expose corrupt police. That can be good. So I think every other, so it should be live, die, live, die, live, die. So as long as I kill four of them, I should be good. Lee is a beloved housekeeper for a traditional household. After the last owner perished, they just stayed put and the next family accepted them with open arms. Lee is also secretly housing the asocial spouse in a secret room in the attic. They are deathly allergic to peanuts. Okay. Not sure about you. Guru. Bartholomew experienced a spiritual awakening after eating moldy cheese with questionable origin. While on a vacation, now they spend their time with spreading their newfound wisdom to anyone willing to listen. You're gonna die. A guru is someone in a cult normally. Unemployed poet. Freddy has been homeless for a long time. Ever since they escaped their abusive home, they have always felt like keeping on the move, never settling down until they found poetry. Now they go to all local culture and charity events. So I'm not sure about you. Kevin is very proud of growing the world's largest tomato. After this grand success, they're certain their giant beans, presently named Cool Beans, will alleviate local hunger. Their kids, however, thinks it's a very stupid name. Yeah, should live. Judge. Anna has worked as a judge for 20 years and loved their job very much. Not so much because of the bringing of justice, but because of the political power the position brings, and Anna like having power, and that no. People that likes power shouldn't be in a power position. So one of you has to live, one of you has to die. So the house, yeah, live. and die. I've got an achievement, benefactor. I don't know what it is. Did I do good?
Grim, welcome. Remember when I told you of my idea to become an author? I think I have reached a conclusion.
I'm all ears, metaphorically speaking.
Appreciate it. Now, you might find this shocking.
You're gonna write something?
Truly, I have decided to set myself upon the path of grand artistry. I shall compose a novel most illustrious, one that will explain everything.
Cool, can I read it?
Certainly, once it is finished. You will be the recipient of the first copy of the first
Great.
printing. Anyway, we have some official business to take care of, yes? The tedium of profiles. Nothing amiss here, as far as I can see. Your adherence to the rules is admirable. Now I bid thee goodbye. The inaugural words of the greatest novel of all time will be engraved tonight.
Okay. So I'm kind of doing whatever I want right now, and it is working.
Batten down the hatches. 'Tis a storm
Yeah.
of sails.
Yeah, I want a cape.
My, 'tis a true classic.
And I do want a cape. Oh, nice. I'm a Grim Reaper now. Go to bed. So it's healthy? I don't really know what this is. I'm gonna put this here. Don't I have any cash today? Weeding out bad cops and planting a bright future for our town, an expose on corrupt law enforcement, food shortages slightly alleviated by giant beans, many government cancel meeting due to excessive passing of gas, and famous CEO sails their enormous yacht directly into a beach, found impaled on a tree. Peanut allergy claims another life. Investigators suspicious of foul play. A ghastly smell leads investigator to find an odd small dead person in mansion attic. Genetically modified crops proven to be a hoax, using all natural fertilizer. So is this supposed to tell me how the world is doing? Seems healthy. Grim, I will keep this short. I am suspecting a systematic bias in our balancing methodology. Quota for the day, the last 3 humans coming from the facts after... Oh, I didn't see the order. I am counting on the accuracy of your judgment. So the last 3 are those, I think? Kidnapper, you sure will die. Jerry's a creepy kidnapper, there's no way around that. Their latest plan is assembling near stadium wearing a cute mascot outfit and swiping kids who wants to take a photo. It hasn't really worked thus far because of the crowd, but when it will, they'll demand a substantial ransom. You can die. Unemployed. Pauline is just quit their high-paying job after saving up a lot of money. Their goal was to get a large enough sum so that they don't have to work for several years. It's generally a nice enough plan, the main drawback being that to pull it off, you have to have a very high-paying job to begin with. Okay. Project manager. Saori managed a big software developer project at Glamazon. Although they have zero idea how software development works, their uncle, the CEO, see a bright future ahead of home. Former inventor. Ahmad was never been happy with the statu quo, as in, with whatever the currency happens to have, they're always aiming higher and further, experimenting in various different fields in order to find new ways for every more productive crops. Yeah. I'm supposed to let you live anyway. Unemployed, 55. Dudley aims to make the world a better place by collecting tear. bottles, scan, and the like. After collecting a set amount, those bottles can be exchanged for money, and new alcohol can be bought from the proceeds, which create more bottles to take care of. So that's not really making the world a better place. Dentist. Anais claim a dog ate their diploma, and everyone just has to believe they're an actual dentist. To looks like they know what they're doing, Anais just drill random teeth out of patient. No thanks. So one of you has to live. So either you or you. They both Doubly aims to make the world a better place by collecting tar bottle. Oh yeah. So Adrian dreams is to become a trophy partner to a rich person. To achieve this, they make a living cleaning rich people pools, hoping to be noticed when scrubbing without a shirt on. So we're supposed to kill 3 of them, and the 3 at the bottom. Oh. So only one more of you has to die. I don't know. I'm gonna kill you, I think. And everybody else live. I don't know if I made a mistake there. Probably. I probably made a mistake.
Grim, why are you here? Oh, right. The daily... always in positions when I have important research to perform. Let us get on with it. I see the exact amount of profiles necessary. Good job.
Will you say that whatever I do right now?
Yes, that should suffice, I imagine.
Can I ask you some more question, maybe?
Questions, Grim. Fine. I have trouble finding inspiration anyway. Perhaps your questions will assist me. Make sure they are deep and meaningful.
What do you think dying is like?
No idea. Our immortality precludes us from such knowledge. Yet, I imagine it would be a pleasant release.
But what if death is extremely bad and unpleasant?
In that case, at least one only dies once. But more likely, death is just nothingness. And nothing, being nothing, has no inherent positive or negative effects. Any other questions?
Is there an afterlife?
Not in the sense that humans consider it, no.
What if the afterlife is a dating game where you must charm strange monstrous gods? So no endless suffering in the grasp of cosmic horrors?
Hardly. Any other questions?
Do you think mortals have some drive towards death?
Because they seem to find themselves in life-threatening situations all the time?
They do often seem willing to throw their lives away for stupid reason.
Life is unpredictable and lacks an innate meaning. I imagine it is up to them to make their lives meaningful, even if it sometimes ends up being fatal. Any other questions?
Can language even deal with the concept of death?
Unlikely.
That doesn't stop art and literature from trying.
One must make do with what they have. Art does seem an attempt of immortalization, as humans feel the ever-present breath of death. A hybrid of entertainment, meaning-making, and the preservation of a facet of identity, carved into matter that might outlast the being itself. At least until all matter ceases to be.
When's that going to happen?
Any day now.
Okay.
Any other questions?
I got nothing.
Grand. Goodbye, Grim. The muse beckons.
So what is going on right now? Anything to say to me? No? Oh? So there's something changed. Unknown mascot struck dead by lightning in the middle of the day. Stadium official confused. Experimental farmer arrested for poisoning hectares of farmland with homemade fertilizer. Lands unusable for years to come. Oh, that's my bad. Wallpapers are the fashion of the now. Get wallpapers now or be lame. The assignment. An eldritch waft of air passed through my office earlier. Certainly a sign of disorder. We could not determine the correct amount of humans to mark today, so I leave it up to you. Quota for the day, any humans who seem suspicious has to die. You will figure it out, yes? Keep your eye open, Fate. So any suspicious? Jarhead. Ellie completed the grueling scout sniper training, but they're constantly either afraid for their life or thinking about the probable infidelity of their spouse. They have not yet fired a rifle in a situation outside of practice. Okay. Baker. Vladgar Dmiri, so that's a weird name, of organizing a pretzel invasion, crushing a position across all pastries that actively promotes pretzel supremacy. No thank you. Pretzel aren't that good, and nothing should have the supremacy. Unemployed. Hate live in small villages. For a long time after the death of their trusty dog, they moved to the big city to pursue the app scene. So far, they have made a ton of useless mobile app, but perhaps apps number 98 will finally be successful. Cultists. So just with that, you're dead. John started following a prominent lifestyle guru on a social media a few years ago. What began as an innocent interest in wall painting soon transformed into an unwavering insistence that wallpaper is the only acceptable wall covering. PhD student. Choi doesn't like being called a student. They are a doctoral candidate, a tormented scholar, a discoverer of drugs, and a curer of disease. Except when a student discount is available somewhere. Discoverer of drugs. That's suspicious. And you two should be fine. Did I do good? My week should be done soon. Oh, he's gone. As you enter, you notice that Fate's office is empty aside from Lady Paddington, snoozing on the table. Spiteful jerk. Oh no, this again? The old-fashioned phone suddenly rings with an ear-piercing metallic clatter. A familiar voice calls from the static.
Haha, Grim. Jolly good. As you may have noticed, I am absent. I decided for a short vacation. It is a weekend, after all, and the free time will be essential for research. For the novel, yes?
So I'm reporting to the cat again?
Hello, Grim, are you there? Oh, curse this useless apparatus. It never works when I need it. You may be wondering about who is in charge. I did consider leaving dear Lady Portington again,
But what?
my hiatus is only momentary.
Yes.
I am sure you can manage these.
Thank you.
But what of the conduct overview, you may be thinking? To be honest, I cannot be bothered at the moment. I am certain you have done well enough.
Okay.
Now, I must go submerge myself.
Submerge
Grim.
myself? I really have no idea what's going on right now. So it's not saying the day. So I'm just gonna check what day we are. Yeah, so this is the last day of the week, and then I'm gonna stop there. Private developer revolutionized Instagram, finally a filter to remove my face completely from photos. Baker commits suicide through pretzel, scientists completely baffled. A squad of soldiers steals away with a chest full of gold coins during a patrol in Faradan. AI breakthrough imminent, promises founder of Trans Global Inc. So nothing really interesting in that. Your attention is required. I have been informed of a delicate situation. I trust that you will handle it as usual. Quota for the day: 5 humans has to die, 1 human must be spared. This is of utmost importance. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so only one of them is going to live. PS, do be careful to let the right person live. Do what you do best. Okay. So I'll save the best one. Fraud CEO, you're gonna die. Charlie has been helping their brother Albert David hide corporate money and avoid paying taxes for years, perhaps even decades. They have also been accused of insider trading and other fraudulent activities. They currently live in a mansion just outside of town. Oh, Scar Marthis, you're gonna die too for sure. Who is this person? A nobody. Vain and arrogant, they promised numerous grand inventions, all of which failed. Blinded by egoism, they refused to learn any lesson and continued on this path, ultimately leading to the ruin of several businesses and the death of a number of people. Train conductor, choo-choo! All aboard the best train ever! Whichever train Asley is conducting, they constantly broadcast uplifting messages and jokes, brightening the passengers' day. You're a good contender for the only one that can live. Janitor, raking leaves is hard. Blowing them around with a leaf blower is much more fun. This is why Brian takes care of the leaf exclusively with a leaf blower. Starting already at 6 in the morning, the toxic fume the machine emits don't concern them one bit. So you can die. The choo-choo one is way better. IT architect, AI researcher. David is the founder of the Trans Global Inc., a company that produces high-tech gadgets like smartwatches and digital home assistant. For the past 5 years, David has been the foremost proponent of algorithm and artificial intelligence research. I'm fearing what you're gonna do, so I'm gonna kill you. Server, Aurel is barely hanging on while their already high living expenses keep rising. They're certain they can do great things with their art degree when they get around to finishing it. In their scarce free time, they do organic origami. Organic origami? With what? You can live. Do you have anything to say? It's gonna be empty. I'm on my... Ooh. As you look around the office, you see Lady Pottington lounging supine on the table. The old-fashioned phone again rings right as you settle in. The familiar and grainy voice can be heard.
Grim, you would not believe the fun I am having. Such a transformation from the monotony of the office. It almost makes it all seem worthwhile.
Okay.
Yes, you expect your daily summary, but I still cannot find it in me to burden myself with this matter. So, off you go.
So... would I have been able to keep him here? To say it was futile and not a good idea to do that?
Do you know the parades people throw when nothing bad happens?
No. No?
Yeah, we neither. But sometimes one deserves a pat on the back when everything is normal. Even if it's you yourself doing the patting. You may have found the path through the maze, Grand Reaper. Be glad.
Thanks. So, I'm really unsure about what's going on right now. There's 1 week left. And I'm not sure if it's going great or not. Anyway. So I'm gonna end this here. Thanks everyone for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.